we have hit a snag. Remember when I was putting on this cylinder head the other day, I mentioned that I really hate these small bolts on each side, the short ones, because they always feel like they're stripping out. They didn't strip out, but they just don't feel right when you're doing that last 50-degree torque. Well, I go to this side today, got it all finished, ready to go, and I wasn't even to the degreeing part. I was just trying to hit the 22 foot-pounds of the initial torque. And there are my threads. Pulled completely out, won't tighten whatsoever. This one made 22 pounds, but it didn't feel exactly right. So, of course, this head's, I was just snugging the bolts down. So it's got to come off. Should be able to reuse this head gasket because I haven't torqued it. And I'll be able to use those head bolts because I haven't torqued those either. But since that pulled out, I'm going to end up pulling this head back off since I didn't like the way those two felt. So we'll need a new head gasket over here, a new set of bolts for this side. And the kicker is that the time cert kit, since Chevrolet uses a weird thread size, which is 11 millimeter 2.0 thread, you are very limited on what you have for thread repair. So the best kit is for repairing these is the time cert style, and a kit to do the engine is $600. So, and I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to fix the 4 short ones because the rest of them felt fine. But dang, new head gasket, new set of bolts, $600 for repairing some freaking aluminum threads. Thank you, GM. Well, as annoying as stripping that bolt out is, it's just a temporary setback, albeit a kind of expensive temporary setback. But I've just spent about the last hour on the internet looking at parts, looking at options. It appears that the best setup would be a kit called Hun Solutions, Hun Solutions. They make time certs, a real nice thick-bodied kit to replace these threads. So we'll go through and replace the 4 questionable, the short ones. And I also just went absolutely crazy and said, screw it, we're going to have to do this again. So I bought an ARP stud kit to put in the engine, so we won't be using any more of the torque yield head bolts. So be watching for that. As soon as the parts come in, I'll go ahead and get this cylinder head pulled back off and get all the bolt holes cleaned out. I looked at the ones on this side. Everything looks fine on the longer, deeper holes. It's just those short ones that gave me the problem. So with the head studs, the threads will be totally engaged in the block before you go to torquing stuff down. And should be, I mean, it's a stronger setup. It won't be any more torque to yield crap. Studs will be reusable if I ever have to take them off again. So should be good. Just got to wait for the stuff to get here. Till next video, thanks for watching. It may be a week because I got to wait on parts.